I had a conversation recently with a friend about someone that he's concerned about in his life, someone who has some health challenges that have recently arisen and affect the person physically, emotionally, and there's a need for a response. The probable requirement for this person is that they modify their behavior a little bit, in this case, curtail some traveling and some business responsibilities, at least for a while until there's a better understanding of what's going on and what the intervention might be in order to help this person heal. And the situation came up with my friend because he's trying to support this person, and the person seems a little bit resistant to the interventions and to modifying their behavior. And it's been very, very frustrating for my friend. And I think this is a pretty common situation for many of us, and that's why I wanted to address it here today, where we have someone on our life who, because of a medical situation or perhaps because of age or other situations in their lives, needs to respond by changing a little bit of what they normally do. And that can be difficult for many, if not most of us. And sometimes we're dealing with that ourselves and not just in relationship to other people. So my friend asked me what he could do. He didn't understand why this person might be resistant and in fact going behind the doctor's back and continuing some activities that were clearly not indicated at this time. And so we talked a little bit about it, and what I talked about was my experience with working with clients who have chronic physical conditions and trying to understand what the best way to motivate someone to make change is. And what's critical in that situation is gaining an understanding not so much of what we think this person should do or even what they think they should do, but what is the meaning of this experience in their life. And it seems like in many conversations we've had, it always comes down to the meaning and the context of what's going on in someone's life to really understand what it is for them that's truly happening on the inside. And it really is all about meaning. I think at the end of the day, meaning is what's all important. So what I encouraged my friend to do was to talk to this person and say, look, I think I have an understanding from the doctor about what's going on. I think I have an understanding from you about what the doctor's saying is going on, but I'm not understanding why it seems that you feel continuing on with your life as normal right now, even if that's possible in the future, is the best course of action. So what I'm wondering is, what does it mean to you to be going through the experience that you're going through? With the clients that I work with, oftentimes it means that they have to give up some sort of responsibility in their life, or they feel they have to, a responsibility that they think sort of defines who they are. So with a primary caregiver in a family, taking a break from work for a few weeks might mean that they're not providing for their family in the way that they normally do, and they have difficulty being okay with that. They feel like somehow they're less of a person because of the need to do that at this time. So it's important to understand that. And once you understand what the meaning of the experience is for the person, then together you can sit down and try to design some sort of a compromise or an intervention or whatever it is that you'd like to call it that can help you feel like you're helping them, but you also know that they're doing something that is useful in their life. And many times having that conversation brings them to a place where they have a better understanding of what's going on so that they can respond more appropriately to what the recommendations are. So go ahead and have that conversation with somebody in your life, somebody who's getting older perhaps and needs to modify certain behaviors, someone who has a chronic illness or even an acute illness, something that's going to go away. Try to understand what's going on for them. It can help them understand what's going on for themselves, and together you can come up with a solution that makes a lot more sense. Thanks so much for asking this question. There are lots more answered on our website at drmarkarcuri.com. You'll find a Your Questions Answered tab on the menu. Dr. Mark's Musings, which is our blog page, as well as Facebook Live archives and podcasts and everything else that we have to offer. Thanks so much. Blessings, gratitude from Santa Fe, New Mexico this morning. Take care.